Well, my gorgeous Aries, right at the beginning of this week, you need to understand this because it's going to be quite important. You know that some kind of obstacle is going to come to an end. That particular obstacle, which is going to come to an end right at the beginning of this week, my gorgeous Aries, is going to be such a powerful moment in time, because at that moment in time, as soon as you become aware of which obstacle exactly came to an end or is coming to an end, this in itself is going to reflect on your energy like there is no tomorrow. You are gonna really kind of have so much hope and inspiration almost immediately about making an important move, an important step. Now, this in itself is going to be quite significant because you are going to find yourself on a little crossroads right after that moment in time. And when you find yourself on a little crossroads, my gorgeous Erini, what you need to remember is one particular thing. You need to follow your vision. When you find yourself on this particular crossroads, you need to follow your vision. And this is exactly, thank God, what are you going to do? I'm not saying that you're just going to find yourself on some kind of a crossroads and you will not know what to do. But thank God that you are going to go for the right path. And that in itself means that when you find yourself on a crossroads, you are going to make an important decision when it comes to your vision. When it comes to your vision, how you want your life to be, or what you want, what would you like to happen in the near future, but you just couldn't focus on that before because of that particular obstacle. So that particular obstacle is going to clear so much in your life, but most importantly, it's going to allow you to make a decision, a really important decision based on your vision. Now, this is a lot to do with how you want your life to be, but at the same time, it's to do with your near future. This is so significant because at the same time, you just couldn't really focus on this because there was so much going on in your life. This in itself is going to bring like really important accomplishment. And by the time you get to February 2024, yes, I said February 2024, there and then something really miraculously, like something really miraculous is going to happen. And it's very, very difficult to talk about this right now because there is going to be so much to it, but you will see exactly what I meant, and you will see like a really important connection with everything that was happening this week and what is actually going to take place by the end of February 2024. It's going to be remarkable, but most importantly, you are gonna become aware of this possibility which is going to change your life forever. And only now, my gorgeous Erini, it's the beginning. So this is why this is so important indeed. By the time you get to the meat part of this week, it's fantastic. Like you are, my goodness, something really unusual is going to happen, like really unusual. You're going to find yourself on an unusual path, which is going to happen in like such a spontaneous way. And I do know that you are going to be on your way somewhere like major, somewhere where it's just so important for you to go to. But in a midway, something is going to happen, something is really unusual is going to happen, and you're going to be literally drawn to go somewhere else. Now, this is the magical moment that it's coming, because something really unusual is going to happen, but you're going to feel really good. You're going to feel good. What are you going to see? What are you going to witness? And most importantly, what are you going to learn? There is something that you're going to see, and you're most simply not going to be able to stop thinking about whatsoever. And you are going to become passionate about starting something, about some kind of a new project, like a really new project. And I love this so much because it's going to rejuvenate every single part of you. It's going to start the process of healing then and there. So you can expect to have so much more energy after that moment in time. Do not ignore this particular thing which you are going to become so passionate about, my gorgeous Erini, indeed, because this in itself is going to be the start and the beginning of something really, really special, a really special and a beautiful journey in your life. And this, it's worth to mention that is going to play an important role when it comes to you, again, reconnecting with people. And I'm not saying that you haven't been spending the time with people, but this in itself, it's more like you kind of like starting something which is going to bring like so many new people into your life, but it's also going to reflect on your current people who mean to you so much as well. By the time you get to the last part of this week, my gorgeous Erini, now this is absolutely brilliant. I mean, what can I say? This week is going to be fantastic, absolutely fantastic when it comes to you, because at around the end of this week, you know, you are going to become aware of this accomplishment, and this is going to mean to you so much. And it's to do with something really personal. It's to do with something that you've been working on for such a long time. Right at the end of the week, there is going to be such an important news and message, and this is going to surprise you, but it's going to make you feel so good about yourself. And this is to do with an accomplishment and something that you've been working on. It's to do with your precious energy, and it's to do with something that means to you so much, but it's going to be so much better than what you thought, and it's going to be so much more successful than you actually originally thought. So this is going to be brilliant, but at the same time, you know, you're going to feel really excited because of two particular reasons. Because you will know that now, you know, this in itself is bringing kind of like quite big and rather ultimate change into your life. But the second thing, it's also about like you kind of completely understanding what exactly do you need to do right now, because now you need to kind of think about what brought you this success, what made you feel so good, and now you need to put more energy towards it. You see, the more energy you put towards it right now, the more, of course, you are going to gain out of it indeed. And this is, you know why is this important? Because it's going to put you in a really good mood. And once you find yourself being in such a good mood, my gorgeous Erini, this in itself, it's going to kind of make you aware of the specific challenge, you know, the specific challenge that you've been going through. And the specific challenge that you've been going through now, because of this, you will kind of like be able to see something from a completely different perspective, from a completely different angle. And that particular challenge that you've been going through for the last 7 weeks, you know, for the last 7 weeks, you've been going through something very challenging, and you didn't know what to do. So this is why this is so important. So you're going to be able to see that challenge from a completely different angle, in a completely different light. And that in itself, that challenge was taking your confidence away without you even realizing. It was affecting your self-esteem like, oh my goodness, you know. So now it's going to be flip-flop, upside down a situation, fantastic, a spiritual turnaround, because now not only you will be able to see that challenge from a completely different angle, but this is also like kind of signifying the fact that that much needed confidence and power is at this very moment in time about to return into your life. Absolutely brilliant indeed. And also going back to that, you know, really good news when it comes to that particular accomplishment, you see, it's not over just yet, you know, when it comes to that accomplishment that I say that you're going to become aware of like an ultimate change, you know, just a couple of days after, for example, when I said that you're going to gain a confidence, you know, now because you're going to feel so good, you're going to feel so excited, like just a couple of days after, you are going to become aware of like a few very interesting possibilities, very interesting and important possibilities when it comes to your near future, okay? And here you're going to realize that certain things changed lately in your life within the last few months, because when you become aware of these possibilities, you're going to realize that priorities changed, and you really need to go with it. You need to go with this particular flow. You must understand the power of this energy. You are realizing the fact that priorities changed. This is not a bad thing, it's a good thing. So you need to go with your initial feelings, and you're going to surprise yourself like the way you feel when you are kind of become aware of these few interesting possibilities like a couple of days after that moment in time, and it's a really good thing. And you're going to be surprised with yourself, because normally you would go for number 1 and number 2, for example, but now suddenly you're going to be so drawn again towards number 3 and number 4, and you have to go with this particular flow. You have to go with your soul, you have to go with your spirit, because this in itself, it's so important. You're changing, you're growing, and you're evolving every single second, every single step of your spiritual journey, and this is a really, really good thing indeed. So you have to understand this is not a bad thing whatsoever. So you are going to make a really important decision when it comes to your future, my gorgeous Erini, right at around the end of the week, based on these possibilities, but based on the fact that you are going to go for the different possibilities and that you would normally go to, and you must not allow this to scare you whatsoever. And I do know that there are going to be elements of unknown. No, baby, no. You know, as soon as you jump into the water, you are going to be able to swim. If you don't jump into the water, my gorgeous Erini, you're never going to be able to swim. So you're never going to be able to learn how to swim. So now, most certainly, my gorgeous Erini, it's time to jump into that water and swim like a little baby. Swim like there is no tomorrow. Okay, my gorgeous Erini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace, and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.